Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Well, the splash pad in downtown Spokane put to good use today. Lots of people took advantage of the fountain, cooled down and splash around. Thanks for joining us for 4 News Now at 6. I'm Rob King. Joining me, Jason Valentine. Jason, a great time to cool off, try to get some water on you.
Do what you can. And Rob, today is day 1 of 3 of this heat wave. So a lot of people going back to work tomorrow, so make a plan for hydration and sunscreen. Good Sunday evening, everyone. We have actually cooled down a degree. It is 94 right now in the Spokane region, and we're looking at a little bit more cloud coverage also for the next couple of days than we've seen for the past few. But the heat is on. Also, smoke is becoming an issue with the heat. The smoke, we have a little bit of a layer in the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area up higher than we are breathing it. So that is some good news there. But it's also probably taking a degree or 2 from the heat. I know it's hot, but it could be even hotter. Now, there's quite the conglomeration of fires in the central part of Idaho, central northern part of Idaho, and they're looking at bad air quality at the moment. I'll get to that in a bit. Now, air quality throughout our regions, it's actually improved. Plummer and Rosalia, you are back to good. I got to change that to green. Good. It's been good for the past couple of days for Spokane and the Spokane Valley, Coeur d'Alene regions. But again, if we see the winds shift just a bit, we could be getting that smoke from down south. The good news is Spokane, Coeur d'Alene keeps on having winds from the north, and we expect those winds from the north to continue. They're not strong, so we could still see a little bit of that smoke coming up, but it has been just enough for the past couple of days to keep it at bay down south. So, evening planner, we do expect to see mostly clear skies overnight. Our overnight low is going to be in the mid-60s. Very warm conditions. Tomorrow is day 2 of this heat wave, and we're going to see near record temperatures. But again, the smoke in the atmosphere probably is blunting it just enough, so we're not going to reach those records. But a big cool down on the way as well. A lot to talk about. That's coming up in my full forecast coming up.
A haircut might seem like a simple touch-up for your look, but for many, it's the confidence boost needed to kick off the school year. As we all know, back-to-school season can really stretch family budgets. With so much to buy, haircuts often end up on the back burner. That's why a local franchise stepping in to lend a hand. Hunter Bertram shows us how an act of kindness is shaping futures.
Stepping into his senior year with style. A haircut for Jadell Davis is more than just a snip and trim.
The fact that I'm job hunting, and that helps.
This fresh cut may be his ticket to the future, but this haircut isn't always in the budget for Jadell, like many in our community. He explains.
Free student haircut allows for those families that are struggling and can't always get those haircuts.
Today at the Man Shop in Spokane Valley. A cut that costs nothing today, but means everything for these kids.
It's a great benefit, honestly, and it makes me want to keep coming back.
These kids may not fully understand the sheer magic, but they know someone's making sure they're ready to shine in the school year ahead.
I think they feel the energy, for sure.
Wendy Jordan snips away at Jadell Davis's hair.
Even if it's not something that they need to do, it's something they want to do.
And they do. By 9 a.m., a line formed for these cuts that began at 10. Hundreds are expected to have walked out with a new look by the day's end.
There's no money in the world that can compensate for seeing those kids walk out the door and be happy and feel good about themselves.
Jordan is one of many cutting hair, dedicating time to help these kids start the school year on the right note.
There's so much negativity out in the world that just having that little bit of confidence and walking into school the first day feeling good about yourself is like priceless.
In Spokane Valley, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
And if you missed out today, no worries. The Man Shop in Post Falls near State Line and Walmart having free haircuts tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have all the details you need up on our website, KXLY.com. You'll want to remind your kids to keep their cell phones in their pockets or their backpacks during class this school year. About 75% of schools surveyed have a policy in place to restrict cell phone use. It's according to the state superintendent. Spokane Public Schools implemented different cell phone restrictions based on grade level last year. Cheney Public Schools will have similar rules in place this fall. According to a study from Common Sense Media, young people receive hundreds of notifications on their phones per day, a quarter of which come during the school day. The state superintendent writing, as an education system, we have a responsibility to protect the learning environment, removing disruptions, and ensuring our policies are updated regularly to address emerging needs. The cell phone ban will be lifted for high school students in the Coeur d'Alene School District this year, but only during lunch periods. Now, this was decided at a school board meeting earlier this month. A student-led advisory group shared proposed procedure changes that would allow high school students to use their phones during lunch. In their presentation, the students highlighted safety as a main concern.
There was more students leaving the campus, which is obviously a safety concern for a multitude of reasons. Less students were using our hot lunch program, less students were going and using the DECA store, and there's just a lot of external factors that happen when students are outside the building versus inside the building during that 30-minute lunch period.
The board approved this procedural change to the policy at the meeting, so change will be in place by the time students head back to school September 2nd. The student advisory group will continue to update the board with this initiative's progress every month. And we're continuing to track a wildfire burning more than 3,200 acres northeast of Athol. It's known as the Sunset Fire. Idaho Department of Lands updated this morning that containment has increased to 24%, which is a 13-point increase since Saturday morning. Crews are reminding boaters on Lake Pend Oreille be mindful of the firefighting efforts. And Maiden Rock Campground, located along the western shore of Lake Pend Oreille, closed until further notice as it's within the Forest Service closure area. Now here's a look at the perimeter of the fire this morning. Helicopters are continuing to assist firefighting efforts using water drops. Sunset Fire has been burning since August 13th. If you've got an early morning commute along I-90, prepare to slow down tomorrow. Washington Department of Transportation will have mobile closures in both directions of I-90 from Geiger Boulevard near the Spokane Airport to Pines Road in the Spokane Valley. We've highlighted the sections of the highway here for you. The closures are for sweeping the roadway. WashDOT says the closures will begin at 4 a.m. and go until 1 p.m. Crews do plan to be off the road during peak commute hours, but drivers should still prepare to slow down. The work expected to wrap up on Wednesday, August 27th. And this road closure in Spokane begins tomorrow. West Maxwell Avenue between North Walnut Street and North Elm Street will be closed in both directions for traffic signal upgrades. We've got some detours mapped out on your screen. The City of Spokane says this should last until September 19th. And this work, part of a larger project, which aims to improve bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure in the area. Well, the inland Northwest is home to many beautiful bodies of water, and during this summer weather, nothing beats spending the day on a boat. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're heading to Priest River to do a little rowing.
Cal Raleigh is making history yet again as his storybook season continues. Coming up in sports, I'll show you the Big Dumper's big hit that etched his name alone at the top of the record books.
And Big Dumper may have gone in the record books, but our temperatures are a little shy of the record books, at least for today. But we're in day one of this heat wave of 3. Let me get you prepared for what's to come. My First Alert weather forecast is next on 4 News Now Weekends.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Rarely seen by human eyes, the Sasquatch emerges, drawn by something powerful. He is a creature defined by torque, and an unrelenting pursuit of adventure. He finds kinship with the apex predators of the automotive world. Observe his ritual admiration. Motor Trend Truck of the Year and Bigfoot's Choice. At Lithia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat of Spokane, the hunter becomes the hauler.
Jersey casual dress code on Blue Fridays, hoarse voices on Monday mornings, and flying that 12 flag every day of the week. Whether you're a hardcore 12 or more of an everyday fan, You're part of a community that loves to show its pride. At BECU, we're proud to be a part of the Seahawks community too. And we like to show our pride at every purchase with the Seahawks Debit MasterCard, the official debit card of the Seattle Seahawks. BECU.
You'll find American pride countywide at this year's Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains, Montana Labor Day weekend. Bring the whole family for the best county fair around, right on the scenic Clark Fork River where admission is always free. The Sanders County Fair has tasty food, creative displays, 4-H animals, a wonderful carnival, exciting rodeo action, fun music concerts, and the carnage on the Clark Fork Demo Derby. Tickets available at SandersCountyFair.com, the fair office, or see us on Facebook. Plan to make great family memories on the greenest grass in Montana Labor Day weekend at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains.
Sandpoint Furniture, a name that has always been synonymous with high-quality home furnishings matched with sensible pricing. Our customers from all over the Northern Panhandle and the Spokane area have discovered that it's well worth their time to make the trip to our beautiful showroom to find just the piece that they've been looking for. You'll also love our friendly, experienced sales staff who can show you all the unique choices that our 30,000 square foot store has to offer. And Sandpoint Furniture has a reliable delivery service, the first-rate install team as well. So make that drive to Sandpoint Furniture. They've been making your house a home for almost 80 years now.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Sunday Night Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Welcome back. During the summer, nothing beats spending the day out on the water, whether that means floating down the river or getting in a boat to do a little rowing. And now, while rowing might be intimidating to some, in this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're heading to Priest River, where one organization says it's never too late to learn. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over the mud hole.
We are in Priest River, Idaho, at the Priest River Recreation Area, also locally known as the Mud Hole. Today we are out to put several of our rowing shells in the water for the Pend Oreille Rowing and Paddling Association, also known as PORPA. We are out here pretty much every morning. Our club is, people can come and check out a boat and go out with people that they are confident with. We also have free Discover rowing lessons, so anybody that would like to learn can come out for 3 free lessons, and we teach on a rowing machine first, and then we have some very stable single boats that people can row in to learn. Rowing is a lifetime sport. I actually rowed in college, but an awful lot of people learn to row when they are my age or younger, and it is something you can learn to do. There's a lot of technique, but once you get that technique down, it can be a wonderful workout, and also it's spectacular to be out on the waters here.
I really like being on the water, like going out in a single and just like taking my time and kind of sitting by the edge of the water. There's some people going out on singles, some on doubles, but I'm gonna go out on the quad, and I think I'm rowing second seat on the quad today, and we're gonna go do our warm-ups. There's definitely a lot of teamwork involved in keeping the boat steady and nice and smooth and in unison.
The Priest River is always calm, especially in the mornings. You can row up here about a mile before it gets too shallow. People that are more experienced can go out on the Pend Oreille River, and especially when it's nice and calm, you can row for miles and miles. Isn't this spectacular? We call it the beautiful Priest River.
My goodness, that water was like glass, just absolutely beautiful. Hope they had some sunscreen on if they were out doing that today. Good Sunday evening. It is warm, though it's cooled off by a degree. We're at 94 for both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Again, Spokane seeing a little bit more cloud coverage than we're used to. We're going to see more cloud coverage heading into tomorrow. So the heat is here. It is day 1 of 3 of this heat wave coming through. Now, smoke is affecting the air quality. It's also kind of taking a little bit away from the sunshine, kind of taking a degree or 2 away. Sometimes does that when it's thick enough up in the atmosphere. Sizzling temperatures into your Monday, and dry conditions continuing, but maybe a ray of hope as we get to Thursday. So tomorrow, 97. So this is about 2 degrees below our all-time record for Monday and about 2 degrees below our all-time record on Tuesday. Then we're going to drop like a rock down to Thursday at 84 and then just kind of settle into the mid-80s heading into our Labor Day weekend. Now, this is still above our average for this time of year, which is around 80 degrees. So 83, even though it's 14 degrees cooler than Monday, is still above the average. So that's how hot it is. So heat advisory for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Pullman, Colville areas. That's going to be through Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So temperatures between 99 to 90 for all the areas that are in the more or less orange. As we move into the extreme heat warning to the west and to the south of Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, temperatures between 95 and 102 through Wednesday night. So they're getting a little bit more. And Lewiston, Orofino, they're also dealing with an air quality alert. Now it's through tomorrow morning. Hopefully it doesn't get extended, but take a look at the air quality right now. Now for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, it is good, but we're going to fan down just to the south in this purple. That is the very unhealthy range. That's one step below the worst you can get, hazardous. Plenty of unhealthy air as well. So they're not just dealing with the heat down south, they're dealing with bad air quality. So hopefully that situation readies itself. And also that's due to all the just small little fires right there in the northern central area of Idaho. So current temperatures, mid to lower 90s pretty much throughout. Now this 97 from Lewiston, they should be in the triple digits. So that smoke is taking away some of the intensity of heat from the sunshine. But Tri-Cities, right at the triple digits. So radar, nothing. We have no precipitation, but we have a ray of sunshine. We have a ray of rain shine, I guess you could say. We're on Thursday, actually Wednesday into Thursday. We could see a little bit of shower activity. We're going to keep a close eye on that. We need any we can get. Also, winds have been light. They're going to be light again tomorrow, but just enough is coming from the north to keep that smoke down south in the central area of Idaho. So 97 tomorrow, 96. So by the time we get through Tuesday, we'll be through this wave, even though we still have lower 90s on Wednesday, but you'll feel the difference. Then you will really feel the difference on Thursday at 84 and mid 80s into our Labor Day weekend. So you have to go to work tomorrow, so make sure you stay hydrated, especially if you're outside. Have sunscreen on. Again, today's day 1, tomorrow's day 2 of this heat wave.
All right, Jason, thanks. You already know sugary cereals aren't the healthiest, but a recent study finds that some of the ones marketed to kids are getting even worse, with more sugar, salt, and less of the good stuff.
When shopping for cereal, don't just look at the front of the box. Flip it over and take a close look at the ingredients list and the nutrition facts.
With the help of Consumer Reports, we'll walk you through what to look for in a breakfast cereal without taking the fun out of the sweetness. Now, that's coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest with Robin Nance and Natalie Grant. Cal Raleigh is continuing his historic season as the only catcher in MLB history with 49 home runs in a season. We'll show you the monumental moment from today's win. It's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months no interest. The Labor Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, switch and save at least 20% versus AT&T and Verizon. Plus, your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun wherever it takes you. impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V hybrid.
And he is safe!
It's your last chance to catch the Spokane Indians this season at Avista Stadium, and it's all going down Labor Day weekend. Friday, August 29th, Windermere Real Estate brings you Armed Forces Appreciation Night with post-game fireworks. Saturday, August 30th, your local Toyota dealers present baseball and more fireworks. And Sunday, August 31st, we go out with a bang as AAA Washington wraps it up with a season finale fireworks spectacular. It's a Labor Day weekend of baseball, fireworks, and unforgettable fun. For tickets and game times, head to SpokaneIndians.com.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get 30% off our Doctor's Choice lineup. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Cal, blast off, left field, there it goes, Cal Raleigh!
Cal Raleigh needs no introduction, but if you haven't been paying attention, there's no ignoring him now. Welcome into sports. I'm Sydney Berger. The big dumper now stands alone after his 49th home run makes him the only catcher with that many homers in a single season ever. Raleigh's historic home run was actually his second of the day, this one being his 48th, coming only 3 pitches into the series finale against the A's. And just an inning later, Raleigh's bat stayed scorching, and his 49th makes history going up there into left field. Seattle would heat up, making this an 11-1 game by the 3rd inning. The M's would get the series win with a final score of 11-4 against the A's at T-Mobile Park, finishing the weekend at home on a high note after a slight slump. They continue their final stretch of the regular season tomorrow against the Padres. Just 3 months ago, pitcher McCade Brown threw a 5-inning beauty at Avista Stadium. Today, he made his MLB debut for the Colorado Rockies. It's an almost unbelievable catapult to the show. After a short time with the Spokane Indians, Brown was pulled up to Double-A Hartford and never even threw a pitch at the Triple-A level before getting called up to the majors. In his Rockies debut, he allowed 4 runs and 5 hits, throwing over 3 innings. The Rockies did fall to the Pirates and are officially eliminated from playoff contention. Washington State and Idaho are now just 6 days away from their season opener in Pullman. The Cougs have made major strides over the course of fall camp, including narrowing down where several players will fit on the depth chart. While we don't have that full list of starters just yet, the Cougs are confident the guys that will be out there on game day are elite competition.
He didn't come here to just have a rebuild and then get things going when the Pac-12 reshapes. No, he wants to win right now. Coach Rogers is a winner. He's always, been a winner in all of his times. If you look back at his, coaching and playing career, it's just not in his blood to be okay with losing or be content with being average.
I believe in how we do things, the model of how we do things. I don't really care what people think from the outside. There's always going to be criticism, whether it's good or bad, and I don't try to get too caught up in the emotion of it.
Although WSU is opening their season against a, quote, easier opponent on paper, the Cougs know they can't underestimate any team on their schedule, and many of them knowing firsthand how tough an FCS team can show up. The Vandals are ready for the big moment.
Opportunity to compete with an FBS program right down the road is right up our alley.
That's Idaho head coach Thomas Ford, who's getting ready to lead the Vandals for the first time as the head man. However, he did spend time with the Vandals under head coach Jason Eck as the running backs position coach in 2022. The first year, Idaho also became a consistent playoff contender. So that's the goal this time around, too. A 4th straight postseason berth is definitely on the Vandals' radar. Kickoff against the Cougs is at 7 o'clock on Saturday. And as for Eastern Washington, they're looking ahead to a matchup against Incarnate Word. It's the 5th ranked team in the FCS. But yesterday, UIW fell to Nichols in upset fashion, which leaves a window open for the Eagles to keep Incarnate Word winless by the end of next weekend. Eastern heads to San Antonio for the tough matchup this Saturday as well. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock. But tonight, Jack Wallace and I are going to bring you what you need to know before kickoff this season. Whether it's high school, college, or the pros, we have got it all on a special tonight. It's Countdown to Kickoff, and you can watch it by downloading the KXLY Plus app on your TV or stream it on our website as well. Rob, I'm kind of noticing a little Vandals flair with your tie. That kind of pale. Maybe
I wanted to get in the theme a little bit. U of I, big fan. I like all our local teams, though. So that's why if you watch the special tonight, you get comprehensive coverage, all those teams, plus KXLY Plus app, free. You can go get it now. We'll have one final check of weather after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Nothing says summer better than spending some time on your back deck. And nobody has a better decking selection than your local pros at Windsor Plywood.
From beautiful railing options to beautiful decking, Windsor Plywood has what you need.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make players celebrate like winners, or make two move like one. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Starting over is hard following a divorce because now it's just you. You are the one making the financial decisions for your family. As I've gone through this process, BECU was incredibly helpful, making sure that I could track down the financial documents that I needed or to open an account with my new name. I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I've been able to rebuild for myself and my family, and BECU is an important part of that.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back on this Sunday evening for your Monday. Very similar to today. Highs in the mid-90s, light winds, a little bit more cloud coverage. Again, today's day 1. Tomorrow will be day 2 of 3 of our heat wave. Heading back to work, folks, so get ready for, again, to be hydrated, sunscreen. It's going to be hot, but big cool down on the way later this week.
All right, Jason, thanks. It's not just us needing to cool off. Some of your furry friends tried to, too. Looks like a big German Shepherd having some cubes. Little guy going for a swim. Looks like a great time. Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, yes.
That's a classic. If you don't have air conditioning, grab an ice pack. That'll help. That's a lot of fun.
And another way to stay cool is to watch Sydney and Jack doing their football preview.
Two of the coolest people I know, Sydney and Jack Wallace.
If you want to be a part of the Cool Kids Club, we're going to give you everything you need to know getting into football season. Even Rob was talking about kind of keeping me in the know for some fantasy stuff with the Seahawks as well.
I definitely need it. I'm not good at it. Stick around. We'll be back at 7.